amigos, welcome to Two Cooks in the Kitchen. We are here in Puerto Vallarta in Gringo Gulch, cooking Mexican food with Mexican ingredients. Yeehaw! So, we have, we are making sopa de lima, or Mexican lime soup. This dish comes to us from the Yucatan, where they have a particularly interesting kind of lime that they use for this soup. And we are going to be trying to imitate the flavor of that lime by using a little bit of lime zest and a little bit of grapefruit juice along with the lime juice. We bought a rotisserie chicken and we've already made the chicken broth, shredded the chicken, so we're good to go on that. I've got a bunch of prep to do. We need to toast the garlic, the tomatoes, the poblano, and we're gonna add some seasonings. We've hunted everywhere for a couple of days looking for fresh herbs for this. Just had no luck whatsoever. So we're just gonna use whatever spices are here in the condo that we rented. And which is actually
a house.
It's a house, actually, yes. Which is actually very well stocked, so we should have, enough to build the flavor profile we want here. So I'm just going to get to toasting these vegetables and frutas and get them all diced up so we can use them. I'm cooking the poblano over the flame. The skin will come off of it. I've got the garlic going in a frying pan. When the garlic's done, I'll put the tomatoes in there going, but they're coming along. Yeah, poblano's a little tricky, but it's working. Tomatoes are just charring in one spot, but keep moving them around. Poblano charred up really nice. The skin's just gonna slide right off that. Tomatoes are working better. They need to get good enough that I can peel them. While we're putting smoky flavor on things, I might as well do my onion too. So I want to get everything down to a pretty small dice. Same with the onion. Just got the poblano and the poblano. This poblano has a little bit of a kick to it. All right, so now we got all our stuff cooked up and cut up. It's time to saute it a bit. And we're going to put some oil in a pan. And when that gets hot, I'm just going to add my stuff. It's going to be cook up and be delicious. All right, pan's starting to heat up a little. I'm hoping this is a big enough pan for this job. I think it is. But I want to get these onions cooked and everything. Oh yeah. All right, so we'll come back when this is cooked up some. Okay, this stuff's all cooked up. We're ready to move on to the next step. All right, now that we've cooked up our sofrito, I don't know what the Spanish word be for that. We're going to work on our chicken broth, which we made and froze, but it's not quite all the way thawed yet, but it will be. And to this, we're going to add some spices. And we are missing a key one. It would be really normal to have Mexican oregano in here, but so I'm going to put in about a half a teaspoon of cumin, and then all the rest of these I'm just going to put just a little bit in, not a lot.
What have you got?
So here we have allspice, and again, this would be good if I had a whole allspice berries, but I don't. So that was about a quarter teaspoon of allspice. Cinnamon, about the same amount. definitely don't want more than a quarter teaspoon. There it is. And here we have, oh, that's more cumin. So I won't use any of that. Now this one, clove, just a snick, just like a pinch of clove. If we had whole cloves, that's what we'd be using, but you know. And just a pinch of white pepper. You could use black pepper just fine, but what we happen to have right here is white pepper. So. And we're going to put in 4 little lime peel curls. And that's part of our trying to fake the Yucatan lime flavor. So this is just gonna go, if we were at home, I would just let this simmer and let all these flavors get into the chicken broth on low. This stove has no low, so we're gonna try and fake it. Once this heats up, I'm gonna stick it in a frying pan over the heat.
The whole
And
pot.
Use
Pot
whole
in the
pot.
pan.
And use the frying pan as a heat diffuser and see if that works. Because making the chicken broth was crazy. We couldn't get it to boil low enough. It just kept evaporating all the water. So we'll see how we do with this. This is a variation of Mexican tortilla soup. So we will be using these fresh tortillas and frying them and then putting them on our bowls of soup. All right, so I've got my tortillas all cut up, and we've got a little pan here with some oil that's heating up. So when that gets hot, we'll cook these up and be like tortilla soup. It's time to assemble our soup. Now, one way you can do this, especially if you cook the chicken and to make the broth at the beginning of this process, and you had warm chicken, you could just put the chicken in your bowl and then put your broth on top of it. But I'm gonna put it in here because we're gonna have leftovers, and it's a way to spread the chicken out evenly, I guess. So now, our lime. We are going to put in 2 tablespoons of lime juice. And I'm going to actually measure because I think this might be important. Oh, this is a juicy lime.
Yeah, usually like each half is usually about a tablespoon when it comes to. Wow.
That's
Okay.
a good one right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of grapefruit juice because we're imitating a slightly this bitter lime from the Yucatan. And the internet told me that that's a good way to do it. Now,
You can wait. No rush.
yeah. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Gringo Gulch is neither a gulch nor a gringo. Yeah, I think this is fine.
Oh yeah. It's thick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be good.
I was telling Matthew that it would be really good to just add some of that to eggs.
So there's some for eggs.
Yeah, save
How's
that. I think that's delicious and some.
All right, so this is going to come back up to heat, and then it's going to get too hot, and then it's going to be time to serve up really fast. So I don't think there's anything else I'm supposed to put in here. So we've got some cilantro, and I'm going to cut an avocado to go on top of our bowl.
I'm trying to make some bread here. Oh yeah, that's coming out beautiful.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's gluten-free bread. It might even taste good.
I think it will after it's toasted up.
I was writing the seafood chowder recipe, and that chowder was so good it even made the gluten-free sourdough bread taste good.
This is just looking beautiful, and let me tell you, it tastes delicious. It's gonna be really a good dinner.
So here we have our sopa de lima, hecho en Mexico with Mexican ingredients. And let me tell you, this is so delicious. It's really great. Somehow some of these flavors remind me of Indian food. But anyway, there you have it. Thanks for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen. Subscribe to our channel, and you'll see us making videos in quieter places. And we'll see you next time.